Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to another episode of the After Game Unwind podcast. Today is episode 10. Today is a little bit different today because, I have Facecam on, as you can see, but I'm gonna be doing this in a little bit of a different style because, to be honest, doing the audio only sort of podcast, I would say, is just one of those things that I think gets kind of really old really quickly. You can see my interactions, you can probably tell how I'm feeling and stuff like that. I'll be honest, gaming has been a little bit stale lately, and there's not been much news. News has just been really dry lately, and I'm like, what the hell is even going on at this point? One of the games that I've been playing a lot recently is just Super Mario 3D World, and the game to me has a really special place in my heart because I'll be honest, that game is one of the few games that I really do enjoy, and genuinely I really had a really good experience with. And while I think the final levels are just pure torture, the final levels are not something to be messed with and are not something to play with because, I'll be honest, I went through those few times on those levels and they're just horrible. And honestly, I wouldn't go near them if I were you. And even I played Champions Road, I heard one person tell me that Champions Road, they did play it one time, and honestly, it was horrible. So, thank you for the person who told me that Champions Road was horrible because, I experienced it for myself not too long ago when I played Super Mario 3D World, and it's terrible. It really challenges you. It really does. But that's the fun part of it, though, too, because, challenging games are always great. They're always awesome. They're really, really awesome. And Super Mario 3D World is just, one of those key elements that makes it so challenging and really makes me feel like the game is really just something that I can go back and play again. Yeah, it's just really something, It really is something, and it's one of those games that for sure I will go play again and again because it's just that magnificent of a game. One other game that I've been meaning to get into is Super Mario Wonder, and I think I played it once when I was still in the hospital. I'll be honest, my brother got it one day, and when I was in the ER, and he tells me there's a game for you that we got, and he let me play on his Switch one of those days, and I was in recovery, just trying to get through the pain because my back was killing me during that point, and that was just one of the worst things ever. But the thing about it is you know the game really got me through a time where I was just in pain. Mario Wonder is just one of those games that is just unique in its own way, and same thing with 3D World, but Mario Wonder takes things to a whole other level, whole other crazy level, by the way, because of how wacky and just fun it is, because of how awesome it really looks. And it's just different from the other games, from the other Mario games that we've seen actually before it. And, Mario Galaxy, Mario 64, Odyssey are great. Don't get me wrong, there are honestly really great games that came before it, But Mario Wonder is one of those games that is really just different from the other ones. Another game that I've been meaning to get into is Splatoon. And Splatoon is one of those games that I've heard so much about. I've heard so much about that it has been one of those games that I'm like, I should try the game one of these days because it feels like it's so much fun seeing people play the game, and it just inspires me to go ahead and want to play for the game for myself. But I try to wait for the Nintendo eShop deals. I got Mario Bros. U Deluxe on sale. That's how I got the game, and that's how I purchased the game. I got it through a sale. It was great. One day I stumbled upon a sale. I thought, why not get this game, because it looks like fun, and every once in a while, I'll go ahead and play it. Because, well, it's just something I like to do when I'm bored. So, but I'm still waiting for a sale to come on. Nintendo, please do a sale and drop down the price of Splatoon 2 and Splatoon 3, because honestly, those $60 prices are just terrible. Fun fact, before I even recorded this, and just last night, because I was thinking about, recording this episode beforehand, but I went to go on my computer because I was blogging, right? I was writing for my blog, and I was writing about Super Mario 3D World, my experience on it, and the weird thing happened, like, when I went to go number one, because I usually just go periodically to the bathroom, right? And I come back, and my computer, my rig, is still on. My PC down there, that I have down there, is still on, but the monitor is not on. Like, it's completely dead. And I'm like, what the hell happened to this thing? Because I'm gone for like a couple seconds just to go to the bathroom, do my business, come back, whatever, right? And I come back and I see the screen just blank, and I'm like, what the heck is going on? Like, I try just, going back into, like, trying to click into it and seeing, like, what the hell is wrong, something like that, right? But nothing's working, and the computer was still on, and the light wasn't even blinking at that point. I didn't even get a virus or nothing, and I just left it on a video, just sitting there. I think I paused the video for a second, and I had the tab open. I had like 3 tabs open. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the podcast today. And if you guys want to see more content from me or more of this podcast, go ahead and give it a like, subscribe if you have not, and leave a comment and share it with your friends if you like. And, until next time, everybody, happy gaming, happy travels. I hope to see you next time, and have a happy rest of the week. Thank you very much.